What's going on, y'all? I'm Kelly Mitchell, and this is Black History for Youngsters. The Black Panthers. No, not him. Black Panthers with an S. Come on, bro. You did the same thing last week. Thank you. These dudes. This is the Black Panther Party. What is it? The Black Panther Party, originally named the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, or the Vanguard, was an American self-defense group in response to what was going on in their community with the unfair and racist treatment of black people by the police. Notable leaders were Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, Eldridge Cleaver, David Hilliard, and Fred Hampton. Some history or whatever. Oakland, California, 1966. The police was treating black people worse than a red-headed stepchild. From this, the Black Panthers were created. They stepped in to protect black people from the brutality of police officers. They did this by riding around in their cars, and wherever they saw police dealing with black people, they pulled over, carrying their guns in a lawful manner, and they observed officers in performance of their duty. They stood a ways away so not to interfere with what the officers were doing, but they were there to make sure police did not hurt black people. Whenever what the police officers was doing was over, the Black Panthers would go back to their cars and drive off. After the Vanguard started courageously policing the police department went to a local congressman to get a bill written in order to stop the Black Panthers from policing them with their guns. Shocking. So the Black Panthers went to the Capitol in Sacramento to protest and to try to keep the bill from being passed and to maybe get their views about the fair treatment of black people broadcasted to people through the news and the media. They got on TVs, radios, and newspapers across the nation. I know if Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok was around, I'm sure they would have been on there too. But they playing word because they got the attention they needed to spark a revolution. From seeing them on TV and hearing about them through the media, black people started joining their movement. After they run in with the media at the Capitol in Sacramento, word started to spread about them in every city. And black people wanted a chapter of the Panther Party in their city. It grew big fast. It grew so much that it attracted famous author Eldridge Cleaver. After he joined the party, intellectual black people and democratic white people started to trust the Panthers more. But to be honest, the bulk of the people that joined the Black Panthers were black people around the ages of 17 to 25. Young people, I won't let you know. If you young out there, I don't care how young you is. Please understand that young people can make a difference. Also during that time, the Black Panthers gave people, especially young black people, a positive vision of themselves that they never had before. Black people were seeing themselves in a more positive light because of the Black Panthers. But the Black Panthers did way more than protect their community and help black people appreciate their melanation. Let me tell you. Through the party, they organized a free breakfast program for children. This program served about 20,000 meals a week to kids in 19 different communities. The Black Panthers said ain't nobody gonna be hungry out here. They also started a free clinic program and a free food program, and they organized a sickle cell anemia research program. The Black Panthers were smart, courageous, and they cared about their black community so deeply that they took positive action in multiple aspects to help further their people. That's love. The Black Panthers were down for their cause so much so that they wouldn't even go home. To make money for the party to be able to operate, the Panthers created and sold their own newspaper called the Black Panther Intercommunal News Service. They were very resourceful. Soon, the Black Panthers went international, building relations with North Korea, Vietnam, China, and multiple different African countries. They were on the move. So what happened to them? Tell me why the FBI, along with the police, thought it would be cool to violate the Black Panthers' freedoms and wage an unjust war on the Black Panthers. So the FBI created COINTELPRO, Counterintelligence Program. It was a secret FBI program that wanted to neutralize black people organizing together. The FBI wanted to prevent three things. Number one, they wanted to prevent the rise of what they called a Black Messiah, which was a strong black leader that black people could look to and follow. Number two, they wanted to prevent the youth liking the Black Panthers. And then number three, they wanted to prevent the Black Panthers from gaining respectability in the black community. So to carry out their mission, they sent spies in the Black Panthers camp to get information on them and to try to take down their organization in that way. The FBI also paid unwanted visits to the Black Panthers families, trying to ask them questions. They tapped phones. They unlawfully went inside the places where the Black Panthers were staying. They put the Panthers in jail for reasons that they created. And then after they put them in jail, in order for the Panthers to get out of jail, they told them that they had to pay big amounts of money that the Panthers didn't have. After seeing these things, black people did not want to join the Black Panthers anymore because they didn't want the FBI coming to their families, and they did not want to be unjustly jailed. During all this, some Black Panthers in New York were questioning the leadership of the Black Panthers concerning money that was donated to help to get them out of jail. So the Black Panthers from New York wrote an open letter criticizing the Black Panther leadership. After seeing what the New York Panthers said, Huey Newton, remember he was a leader of the Black Panthers, he kicked the New York Panthers that wrote the letter out of the party. Eldridge Cleaver, which was another Black Panther leader, heard about what Huey Newton did and came to the defense of the New York Black Panthers. I think y'all can see where this is going. After this incident, the party split between the people that were on Huey Newton's side and the people that were on Eldridge Cleaver's side. This was bad for the Black Panther Party. And after hearing about this disagreement, the FBI were instigators, and they tried to make Newton's side and Cleaver's side fight against each other even more. After this, the party started to fight against each other, and the Black Panthers ultimately lost trust in their leadership, so people dropped out of the party and the Black Panthers were no more. Positives. From organizing all the different programs, the Black Panthers fed a lot of hungry people, and they helped a lot of people that needed medical attention. They also showed how smart black people were and how we could organize and help each other. They also showed us that all white people were not racist, even during that time, which might be hard to believe. There were white college students, some white Democrats, and white celebrities during that time that agreed with and helped the Black Panthers with protests and raising money for Black Panthers that were unjustly jailed. The Black Panthers also were about unity. They brought together the Young Patriots, which were white hillbillies, and the Young Lords, which were a Puerto Rican street gang that had become political, and both of these organizations teamed up with the Black Panthers. This helped to promote solidarity between races and between oppressed people that helped change America for the better. The Black Panthers sparked change in the community and in communities across the nation. Hands on. Ask some of the older men and women in your family if they remember the Black Panthers during their time, or if they were Black Panthers. You may be surprised with the stories they tell you. Well, yo, that's the Black Panthers. Come back and see what we drop next week.